This morning, as you're waking up, airlines across the country are working to get back on track after a major worldwide tech outage. Delta, United, and American Airlines were all put on ground stops and are now working to resume flights. We've brought you the story all morning as breaking news, and it's all stemming from what officials are calling a software update pushed by a cybersecurity firm called CrowdStrike. Now, it is important to note this morning that this is not the result of a cyber attack. Now, we'll get to the reason behind the hundreds of systems worldwide in just a moment. Now, thousands of flights across the country have been impacted by this. And let's get to Denver 7's Adria Arahita, who's been at DIA all morning long. Good morning, Adria.
Yeah, good morning, Amy. Well, when we first got here, we were still seeing some of those immediate effects of this outage, including those long lines at check-in counters, but things have largely calmed down in the hours following that, and Denver Airport confirming that things in fact have stabilized here at the airport, at least here locally. But of course, as you mentioned, there is going to be a ripple effect throughout the day. I mean, we're starting to see some of those arrivals being delayed. So as you can imagine, this is just going to throw off schedules for flights throughout the day. But you can see things here at the airport looking pretty calm. I mean, if you didn't know what was going on otherwise, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that anything really significant is going on. Of course, these flights that are later on throughout the morning and throughout the day, maybe not as impacted as those when this outage first occurred, but you can take a look here at TSA. The line actually going down in the past hour as of like 5 minutes ago. It appeared the wait time here at the main security line is about 15 minutes. So just to show you, things are moving pretty smoothly here, at least getting through the airport and getting to your gate. But of course, it just depends on what time you're traveling, what airline, and what the situation is, depending on your flight and where you're going to. So if you're watching this and you are traveling at any point today or have any loved ones flying into the airport, just know that this situation is still very fluid. Check with your airlines. A lot of them are issuing waivers because of all of this. So again, just check in with that, check in on those flight times, and of course we will continue to keep you updated as we find out more. Amy.
Adria, thank you. We do want to note that Denver International Airport just tweeted that operations have largely stabilized amid the worldwide outage, and airline ground stops have lifted at Denver International, but delays are still impacting travelers. So stay up to date on that if you are traveling today. Well, other businesses are also seeing impacts. RTD says they were also hit by the outage and are seeing some delays, and hospitals across the world reported outages. Here in Colorado, UC Health confirms they are not internally affected by the issues and all systems are operating normally. Well, according to downdetector.com, which is a site that tracks network and connection issues, it shows all of these companies are experiencing issues. Now you can see Microsoft, Visa, AT&T, and Verizon are just some of the businesses impacted. Digging deeper into the issue, we told you the disruption appears to stem from an issue with cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike. One of the company's main products is CrowdStrike Falcon, which is described on its website as a platform that protects from possible cybersecurity threats. CrowdStrike CEO George Kurt says that the IT issue causing a global outage has been identified and that a fix has been deployed. The CEO stresses the outages were not caused by a security incident or cyber attack. The White House and Federal Aviation Administration says they are aware of the disruption and are, quote, looking into the issue and impacts. And this is new from the last hour. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security is working with CrowdStrike to assess the outages. Federal officials do want to remind you, if you were impacted by delays or cancellations, you can go to flightrights.gov to navigate your airline responsibilities.